Anybody with trailers, we said, hang on to a trailer if you've got one. If you want to just make sure you're paid, and out of trailers, that's up to you, but make sure you're paid. And we are in this green box of support, and we are testing potentially the 27.5, 28 support. And just to remind everybody, T2 is 25.75. And my assumption is that anybody coming short side, you're going to keep an eye on time. Got about an hour to go. We've had a push. We've had to come all the way back down to the IB low. We've had a small bounce that was contained, and we've come out the bottom. So this is a continuation trade. And looking at multiple charts would suggest that as we approach this 28 zone, you want to make sure you're paid. You certainly can hold on to a trailer if you want and then take stop out. But when we get into the afternoon session, one thing that you try to do is be prudent to make sure you go home with something in your pocket for your time and effort. And if we're looking at this retest failure earlier today, we've come out the bottom, then we open the door to the bottom of this range. And now it's time to start to think about, okay, well, what makes sense to make sure that I don't give back everything if you're in this trade? I don't give back a lot of it. There is no guarantee, obviously. But you try to use some discretion and judgment. Bottom of these candles have been supportive, just tails underneath. So once we approach this 25 area, we want to be thinking a lot more conservatively. And I'm speaking to day traders, obviously. So I like paid by 28. And based on a number of my calculations, that makes sense. Now, because we have not had a really good contra, you have to think as we get later into the day that somebody wants to take some profits. And that profit-taking swing is what we call sequence trading. So currently, conservative traders are thinking, I want to make sure I get paid. I've had a good day. I worked since this morning, been at Walmart, been greeting people all day long, and let's take some profits. That's what causes swings. Or let's put it this way, that's what may cause some of the swings. And now each and every retest that we can understand first, you got to be retesting yesterday's low. And the next retest would be this low earlier in the 35 region. And then finally this 38.25. And obviously anything above that. But those are the first steps. But the breakdown is here. Third time through trade that triggers, ignore these other lows. We got you.